I grew up in a Christian household, and I've known what it means to love Jesus. I went to Sunday school 5 years old. I went to church, the whole shebang. So I moved here when I was about 10 years old, and I met Steve Robert when I was 11, I think. And then at 12, during that summer, we went to a camp, Bible camp. We had services every night in the chapel. And like the fourth or fifth night, just before the week was over, I decided to give my life to the Lord. I kind of just breezed through middle school, not really making any friends. I was kind of a loner in middle school. Once I got into high school, things started changing. Of course, it changes for everybody. You go through high school, it turns you into a young man or a young woman. But the one thing it did do, being in a secular society, is it drew me away from God. I went through 2 relationships in high school that really kind of tore me away from my typical morality. It was enough to make me sound off the alarm bells. And this went all the way until after I left high school. It was actually pretty drawn out. Junior and senior year, and then after senior year. It wasn't really until January of this year, of 2009, that I've really been feeling the presence of God. I've kind of rethought the way that the mind thinks about love and morality and God, and it's just been a really amazing experience to have that shift in thinking. My biggest shift was simply on what the idea of love is. Love is not to get your own personal gain or to make you feel good. It's to make the other person feel good, but to do it as an action. You don't just fall in love with someone, you choose to love someone. You can stop loving someone. It is possible. It happened to me. The reason it stopped was because I refused to take action anymore. And I didn't realize that until probably 3 years later, 2 to 3 years later, where I am now today, being a second year in college. So yeah, it's been a really interesting ride. It was just a roller coaster, is the best description you can give it. And here I am today. That's my testimony.